What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Bitcoin ripping to $72,800, and it just keeps going up. We also have the stock market just continuing to move sideways here. So, will we see a little pullback on the stock market? I do think it's possible, but we do have stocks and Bitcoin and crypto related stocks moving much higher. MSTR at 262. This stock just keeps going up. And we have the Bitcoin mining stocks rocketing 24% on the macro climate and as an AI play. So today we're going to discuss what all that means in this video for these stocks, as well as crypto. Plus, we have some price projections of where some of these things could go. So if that sounds good to you, be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. All right, guys, let's get into it. So first off, we have some of the crypto miners here. Their stocks rallying as much as 24.4% as Bitcoin rallied above $70,000, with some analysts pointing to an increasingly favorable macroeconomic climate and miners' continued diversification into AI. So that is helping to drive a lot of these crypto mining stocks up. And we'll start off here with Mara sitting at 1916. A bit of a messy chart here, but if we just zoom in a little bit, as mentioned a few weeks ago here on Mara, that if we broke this little inverse head and shoulders pattern here, we thought we would be going to around $22. And of course, that does put us back above this downward sloping trend line. So we could go as high as possibly $25 here in the coming days and weeks. So that will be one stock to keep an eye on. We also have Riot, also moving higher at $11.14, and this one just keeps climbing here on the weekly. So things are looking bullish here for the intermediate to a little bit longer term. So a lot of these stocks that I'm mentioning here, I consider these more of a trade, something that you may want to hold for the next 6 to 12 months as this stock market rally continues. Another crypto miner stock is BitDeer, ticker symbol BTDR. This one has really been taking off here lately, sitting at 935. And out of the crypto miners, this one has been one of the stronger stocks that I have seen. That really seems to move really quick on some good news. Mara and Riot seem to be a little bit slower. But we still have a target up here for BitDeer right around $12, and that is based off this head and shoulders pattern that we had here. So it could actually even go higher than that, but there was so this was the actual head and shoulders pattern. Sorry, I've got a line off there that we originally had, and so if we move that up here, well, you can see that puts us right around that $11.50 to $12 range for BitDeer. So that will be one to keep an eye on. And another one is TeraWulf, ticker symbol WULF. It's at 682 and moving towards our first take profit range right around $8. So TeraWulf has been one of those crypto miners that has also been very strong here recently, and it just keeps moving higher. And of course, we still need to keep an eye on the dollar. The dollar sitting at 104.45. Again, getting rejected here where we thought we would see some resistance. It's trying to spike through. It could move higher. But we know that we do want to see the dollar start to weaken to really kick off this altcoin season and crypto miner stocks. So that will be something to keep an eye on. So I think that even though we are seeing the dollar go up here, and we're starting to see some of these stocks really take off, is a very bullish sign. I do think that we may be heading into a market similar to 2021 or even possibly stronger than 2021, and I'll explain more on that later. But I did want to mention that. And another thing to keep an eye on this week is earnings. We have Microsoft and Meta after the close today. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. A lot of big tech stocks earnings is really driving these markets right now. We've seen Nvidia rallying, we've seen Tesla rallying. Looks like Google could be set to rally with that inverse head and shoulders pattern that we've mentioned. But another crypto stock, which I'm keeping this all crypto related today because normally I do discuss stocks, commodities, and crypto. But I wanted to mention these stocks is Coinbase sitting at 222, and it keeps moving higher as well. I do think Coinbase is probably headed back up towards the top side of the range, right around 260 here in the coming days and weeks as the strength in crypto continues to pick up. If you're interested in buying stocks, crypto, or commodities, you can do so with Robinhood. Right now, Robinhood uh, allows you to begin building your portfolio starting with just $1. That's right. So, say you want to buy a stock that is $500, but you only have $10. Well, you can get started with Robinhood because they allow you to buy fractional shares and they allow you to invest in stocks, ETFs, and options and trade commission free. Plus, they offer crypto such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOGE, and many more, as well as gold. So, if you're interested, there is a link down in the description below. Plus, whenever you sign up using that link, you will receive an additional free share of one stock. Let's move on over into crypto. And first off, I wanted to start off with this Bitcoin dominance chart sitting at 59.93, tapping on that 60% level. So we've been in this channel and we expected it to reject maybe before it got out of this channel, but nevertheless, we knew that this area here would be a strong resistance for the Bitcoin dominance. So right now, Bitcoin is outperforming most of the altcoins, but we're looking for that to reject, and that should send the altcoins really taking off. And I think that we may see that here at any moment in the next couple days or couple of weeks. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart to discuss what's going on. As we have been talking about, Bitcoin broke this downward sloping trend, came back to retest that area, and now has been rocketing higher and it continues to climb. So where could Bitcoin go next? Well, it looks like we're headed possibly for those all-time highs here, and we could see that here any day now. We could see it today, to be honest. So we're looking to break those all-time highs, and really I think what we are looking for is to find the next level of support so we could continue to rally here for the next few days or several days, possibly up to that $75,000 range or possibly even higher. But I do suspect here probably within the next few days leading into the elections that we probably will see some sort of pullback and find an area of support to retest before moving higher. And when that does happen, I think you're going to see these altcoins really take off. Another thing to keep an eye on is the USDT dominance, and we have this upward sloping trend line of USDT dominance. You can see that we've now fallen below that. Therefore, that means that altcoins are starting to build strength as people uh, get out of USDT and into altcoins. And one thing I did want to mention with this, and I should have brought up a chart for this, but basically the USDT continues to increase, and really the big thing about that is they are one of the bigger buyers of the US Treasuries and bonds market now. I think last I heard this few months ago, they were like 18th, so they were like the size of a small country in terms of how many US bonds they are actually buying. And so that is one big use case for crypto. And basically, it allows them to buy US bonds, which we know that the Treasury Department needs them to be bought up to continue quantitative easing, even though they may not call it money printing. They are always doing something in the background to continue to keep the economy and the markets going. I also wanted to point out this on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. So here over the past few days, there were several short squeezes for Bitcoin, wiping out all these liquidity here in the markets. And so now we are into a short squeeze, which does tend to have some sort of pullback or correction at some point. So again, we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But right now we are in positive gamma, continuing to move higher, and we can continue to do so here, possibly, like I said, for the next several days, possibly. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I did want to mention some of the altcoins. Solana sitting at 179.29, and we still have a target here uh, on Solana right around $200 based off this inverse head and shoulders pattern here. So I do think we will see Solana probably go up to that area here in the next couple of days. Another altcoin that has been strong here recently over the past several weeks now, past month or so, is Sui. Sui sitting at $1.99. And to be honest, this was even stronger than I thought. I thought we would get some sort of close down here on the 382 based off this last run up, but we just got a couple wicks down there, and that was it. And I was looking to add to Sui position there, but nevertheless, it is bouncing and ripping higher today, and it's amazing how fast this stuff moves. So up over 13% today alone. I saw actually it was up more than that, so maybe that was based off the close. But nevertheless, Sui is one of those stronger altcoins right now. Anything on Solana has been looking strong. Even the memes such as dog with hat, and another altcoin that I do think will take off here eventually is Chainlink. Chainlink sitting at $11.70. I zoomed out here a little bit on this chart because I wanted to point out this trend line that we have here on Chainlink, and we continue to hold that trend line. And Chainlink really is one of those altcoins that has real world use cases. So they are allow all the blockchains to communicate, and so they have some really good technology out there, but it has been around a little while, so it does tend to move a little bit slower. But nevertheless, they did announce that data streams are available on Solana now, so that will be interesting. So they are now working with Solana, and as mentioned, we know Solana is one of the strongest altcoins out there. Ethereum is breaking out, setting at 2,671. So Ethereum has started to wake up here again, and hopefully this will kick off Ethereum. Ethereum has been lagging behind. And as mentioned here, last week we thought we were going to see a breakout on Ethereum from this inverse head and shoulders. We rejected, pushed back down, and now we are breaking back above that trend line. So it does look like Ethereum may move back up to our trading range that we had above, to around $3,000 here in the coming days and weeks. And really this altcoin has been lagging behind. Of course, it is known as basically the second largest cryptocurrency. But nevertheless, it has been lagging, and I do think it is about to take off. We took a look at that data the other day, showing that quarter one is typically the strongest quarter for Ethereum, with a 92% return on average. So I think Ethereum could wake up here at any moment and be back towards that $3,000 level. And of course, once we get above there, well, I do think we will be heading back towards the top side of the trading range, if not higher. Dogecoin also waking up here recently with all the news going on with the elections and the event in Madison Square Garden. Of course, Elon being a big part of that, and now Dogecoin is ripping higher once again at 17 cents. So can it go higher? Yes, of course. It's really been taking off here in the last couple of days, but hitting our first take profit zone right around here of around 18 to 20 cents. We do have another zone up higher of around 26 cents for Doge. So it could move higher here in the coming days and weeks. But would I buy in here? As a trader, no. Really, any of these altcoins or meme coins, rather, I don't consider them long-term investments. I consider them trades. So I want to see signs of strength and them find support before entering. As I mentioned, on some of these altcoins, it started to break out of these bullish patterns, pennant patterns. Once they break out, typically they retest. That's really where you want to get in, and if it holds that level, then um, that is where you will see a lot of these altcoins move higher. Nevertheless, I still think most of these altcoins do go higher over the next 6 to 12 months. If you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, or Dogecoin, and many more, you can do so with iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a low cost, no monthly fee, tax advantage IRA. What I like about iTrust is they allow you to trade within an IRA, which is a tax advantage because as you make gains, you will be taxed on those gains. Therefore, you can defer your taxes until retirement. Plus, they have over 5,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google, and they actually have people you can call and talk to when setting up your account. If you're interested, there is a link down in the description below. I use iTrust Capital, and what I really like about iTrust Capital is they allow you to roll over a portion or all of your 401k or IRA into iTrust. Plus, when you sign up, you will receive an additional $100. All right, guys, let's go sign up. Follow me over on X at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But over here on X, I post anything that I see that has to do with the markets, including stocks, commodities, and crypto. So be sure to go follow me over there and drop a comment down below if there's anything you want me to take a look at, including stocks, commodities, and crypto. And I hope you all have a great day today. Until next time, guys, take care, be legendary, and peace out.